Good morning, Professor. This is our project on Simcoe County to build a dashboard, and this project is also called Coalition. In this presentation, we'll be talking about our project, our team members, the project status and milestone, and the project we have completed till now, the data set that the clients have provided for each domains, and how we did our data cleaning on those data set, and we have done some visualizations after cleaning process and the overall cost till now, and the issues and challenges we have faced till now, and conclusions. This project is basically aims to build the dashboard of Simcoe County that has four main domains, namely health, education, um, community, and safety. So the main aim of this project is to get some data-driven information about those four domains. And this is my team, Aavash K C as technical lead, and I am Yanish Shahi, team lead, Rahul, data analyst. And this is the project status of our project. We are in the phase of data collection and development phase. Till now, we have cleaned the data for education and completed the exploratory data analysis for graduation rate data that we have pulled from the data source. And after that, we have cleaned the youth emergency room visit data and completed some EDA on that. So for any project, we need data set to get some insights for that. For till now, we have got education data sources that has been provided by our client, and for health domain, they have provided a data set from Simcoe County, and lastly, they have provided the safety data that comprises the data for youth crime rates. So development phase. In the development phase, we first did our data scraping from the site data source that the client have provided, and this is the process how we scraped our data of our education domain. Firstly, we go through the data source and we scrape the data out, and we exported that data into Excel files. And after the data has been scraped out of data and exported to Excel file, the data are cleaned. We get some counts of the data and eradicated the null values of those data, and also remove the empty data. And this is the overall output of the data of our education domain. And we have classified those data into 4 years and 5 years data. So this is the cleaning process that the youth emergency room visit data. So at first we have some overall information of our data, like what's the categorical variables we can um, deal with that. And we found out that there were data from Muskoka, so this region didn't lie in Simcoe County, so we removed the data from Muskoka. And this is the clean out version of the data that Muskoka County has been eliminated. And this is the crime rate data. So in this data, all the data were compiled. We just break down those data into 4 sheets so that we can get some so we can have some visualizations. So this is the total number of youth crime rate data that has been charged and not charged. So from here, my friend Abbas will be explaining all this. Um,
Hello, Professor. This is Aavash K C. So I will explain about the clustering. So for this project, we have used cluster model for predictive analysis. So for cluster model, I have used Python. So at first, I loaded the data from the Excel sheet using the Pandas library. Then I used different libraries like Scalar from Scikit and Mm, I also used matplotlib to plot the um, scatter plot. So from this scatter plot, we can see that the data was clustered into 3 groups. So I think the data were clustered according to the graduation rate. So any school board with graduation rate higher than 88 are in cluster 2. Any graduation rate below 77 were in cluster 1 and anything in between were in cluster 0. So now data visualization. As for the project data requirements, we have made some data visualizations for the project. So for our first visualization, we made the distribution of graduation rate in different graduation year type. So for 4-year graduation type or 5-year graduation type, and the data is collected from year 2023. Uh, for the next visualization, we made the graduation rate of 4-year graduation type inside the Simcoe County. So the school board within the Simcoe County were Council Solar Catholic Providence, Simcoe Muskoka CDSB, and Simcoe County DSB. And as you can see from the graph, the school board with the highest graduation rate was Council Solar, followed by Simcoe Muskoka CDSP, and then Simcoe County DSB was at the lowest with 80 percentage of graduation rate for 4 year. Likewise, similarly for the 5-year graduation type, um, the graduation rate were much higher. As you can see, the highest graduation rate was 97% for Council Solar, followed by Simcoe Muskoka on 91 and Simcoe County on 87. So we also saw the visualization of graduation rate progress. So the graduation progress for 4-year graduation type was decreasing within the last year, and the graduation rate for 5-year graduation rate was increased by 1.7 points. So that's it for me, and everything else will be explained by Rahul.
Thank you, Yanish and Aavash, for this opportunity. Hello, Professor. This is Rahul Pandey, working as a data analyst in this project. So here I would like to discuss the visualization of data. So in the first visualization, we have taken a mental health in the substances. Mental health is like, it's very obvious that they are suffering from the mental problem. And substance, which covers the uh, kind of drugs are taken by the youth. So you can see there is around almost 5,000 count amongst the youth who are suffering from the mental health, and substance are very less. And in next visualization, like we are seeing which age slot is being suffered from the problems is from mental health or substance. We can see there is the people between age slot of 15 to 18, they are highly impacted by the mental health, whereas they are also impacted their health by taking drugs and everything. They are also increasing from age 14 to 18 actually. So it's a major concern. Mental health is a major concern among the youth nowadays. And yeah, we can also see the emergency visit to the hospital. We can see the youth who has the acute stress reaction are the top in the list, and the severe depressive episode without psychotic symptoms are less. We can say like for example, if a youth has stolen something or had done an activity uh, which which can put him in a trouble, which can put in any kind of trouble that causes them a stress, and they got panic and kind of panic attack they get, or could be the reason. This was just an example to elaborate this acute stress reaction. And yes, so we have a data set we got the data set regarding the safety. So in that safety data set, we have received a data set of how the investigation has been started for particular child protection. So it covers 5 type of sections like physical sexual harm, commission, harm by omission, emotional harm, separation from parent, caregiver capacity. And you can see there in each section there are uh, 5 or less than 5 scales are there, which measures the health of youth, children, or the children who are falling under the age slot. So yeah, and there is a youth crime rate data set which provides the youth have been charged by the police and not charged by the police between the age of 20 to 17. So based on that, we have made a visualization of data of safety, which covers the reason to initiate child protection investigation. This is the dashboard. I can walk you through the Power BI dashboard also. So this is our dashboard. So you can see we have made a slicer for each year 2019. Suppose if you want to check for 2019, so we can see for section separation from parent and caregiver, there are 2 scales: orphan child or parent caregiver and unavailable, and 4.2 caregiver child conflicts and child behavior. So you can see like what rate of youth are falling into which section and which scale. And in this graph you can see the percentage, and with along with that you can see the amount, and like what is the amount of youth, total amount of youth is falling. So you can see the harm and commission. If you click on this, you can see there are 55 youth who is falling under the caregiver response to child and physical health. And you can also see in the map that in a snowball where this digit belongs to which city and state. So yeah, this was our dashboard, and we are working on other domain as well. And this is our budgeted hours, and like how much we have worked on and requirement design and development. An issue we have faced, like one of our mate got a problem with the term like DX and MPDX. So we have asked asked client, sorry, about the terms, what does actually means. And we have continue our work with the available data set, and we were still waiting for remaining data sets. And we are also communicating with the uh, client if we get any kind of problem in data set, or if we don't understand the data set via emails. So yeah, and and we are in status that we are in a, so basically our status is now on road. We are in line, so we are not no more delayed. Thank you, Professor.